If your goal is to make a simple and quick edit to your Word document while on the go, Word Online is a great option for quickly accessing, formatting, and updating a document anywhere. Word Online, although it doesn't have as many features as the desktop version, allows you to quickly update a font, format simple paragraph options, apply styles, insert hyperlinks, or even add a table, picture, or adjust a document's margins, headers, and footers. When it comes to formatting, there is one rule you need to remember. If you want to affect it, you've got to select it. And Microsoft gives us many different methods and shortcuts for selecting text quickly so that we can apply the formatting changes necessary. Now, if you are familiar with all the different ways you can select text in the desktop version of Microsoft Word, you might be a bit disappointed with Word Online's text selection options, as at the time of this recording, they are limited, or at least not as plentiful as in the desktop version. For example, if you are familiar with how you can move your mouse to the left-hand margin and click, double-click, or triple-click to select a line, a paragraph, or the entire document respectively, you will find that that just won't work well in Word Online. You do, however, still have the good old click and drag method for selecting text. Or, if you are just using your keyboard, holding down the Shift key plus an arrow key will also work for selecting text in Word Online. If you have your mouse directly over a word, you can double-click to select that word, or triple-click to select the entire paragraph. If you'd like to select all the text in your document, another favorite keyboard shortcut for selecting everything is Control A. Just hold down that Control key and then press A. You can also use the Click-Shift-Click method for selecting a block of text. Just click your mouse at the start of where you want to select text, hold down your Shift key, and click at the end where you want the text selected. Now, unfortunately, at the time of this recording, the common method for selecting non-contiguous blocks of text by making a selection, holding down the Control key, and then making another selection, that method will not work in Word Online. Therefore, if you are making a lot of changes that require you to select multiple portions of a Word document at once, I'd suggest just opening the Word document in the desktop version to have all your favorite shortcuts at your fingertips. Similar to selecting text, in Word Online you won't have as many options for navigating long documents as you do from the desktop version. For example, navigating a long document by a document's navigation pane, that navigation pane just doesn't exist in Word Online. That said, you still have a few important to know keyboard shortcuts for navigating those longer documents. From within a paragraph, if you'd like to quickly jump or move your cursor to the beginning of a line or the end of a line, use the Home or End keys respectively. You can even use the Home and End keys in combination with the Control key to jump to either the very beginning or the very end of a Word document. So, pressing Control plus End, see? Now my cursor is all the way at the end of the document. Likewise, pressing Control plus Home, that jumps me right back to the beginning. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you won't have the full navigation pane that you have in the desktop version, but you do have Search or that Find box to allow you to quickly search for text or words in your document. Typing in a keyword, phrase, or sentence can help you locate key portions of your document quickly. That is, if you know what you're looking for. In Word Online, those will more than likely be the tools and shortcuts that you use the most. If you need to make a quick edit to a document online, more than likely you'll be using some of the most popular commands available in Microsoft Office to edit. I am talking, of course, about these commands: cut, copy, and paste, which are available in Word Online in the simplest of senses. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say I want to cut this last sentence of this last paragraph here and paste it to the end of this paragraph. To do so, now remember the rule, if you want to affect it, you've got to select it. So first I need to select the text I want to copy or cut. And then, using my mouse, I can go up to the Home tab and click or tap on Cut or Copy. Once I have that text cut or copied, I can then move my insertion point to where I wish that text to go, and then click or tap on Paste. You can also use the keyboard shortcuts Control X to cut, Control C to copy, and Control V to paste. Now, unfortunately, currently in Word Online, there is no paste special option. So if you'd like to paste in a different format, such as pasting text or a table as an image, for example, for that functionality, you'd have to open the document in the full application. Even the simplest of paste options are not currently available at this time on Word Online, so the options to keep source formatting, merge formatting, or keep text only, those will not greet you in Word Online. Other editing features you do have, though, include the Find and Replace pane, which you can locate on your Home tab in the Editing group. Here, you can search for specific text and swap that text out with different text. But like all editing features, this feature is also not quite the same as in the desktop version or the full Word application. The Find and Replace feature is limited to text-only or match case searches. So, if you're wanting to use Find and Replace for replacing formatting choices or hidden characters, again, you'll have to open your document in the full Word application. You'll find that the basic formatting features in Word Online operate very similarly to the desktop version or the full application version. In the next several clips, we'll discuss how to quickly apply formatting changes at the font or paragraph level, as well as discuss how to apply and utilize styles in Word Online. Additionally, we'll also briefly discuss how to insert and work with hyperlinks in documents. One great feature that I'm thrilled to see included in Word Online is the Format Painter. If you are not familiar with the Format Painter, it is a magical button that will copy and paste the formatting for anything you had selected. If you are familiar with the Format Painter, I should warn you, this handy little feature works a bit differently online than it does in the full Word application. In Word Online, the Format Painter will only transfer the most basic of formatting options. So here, for example, I have some text selected, text that has the heading 2 style applied to it, and that's an important detail. If you are unfamiliar with styles, styles are a bit more than just a font color and a different size. Styles, in its most basic form, are a set or collection of formatting instructions. Instructions for the font, paragraph spacing, even pagination. But it can be a bit more than just that. Styles apply meaning to a paragraph. By applying a style, you are designating and describing that paragraph in relation to a document's hierarchy. For example, by applying the heading 1 style to a normal paragraph in Word, you are essentially stating that that paragraph describes the normal paragraphs that follow. So, at its heart, styles control both the appearance of paragraphs and their meaning within the document. The same is true for Word Online. Styles are essentially the same. How you customize them, though, is a bit different, and we'll talk about that more in a later clip. What's different is how the Format Painter sees a style. Now that we understand styles a bit more, let's jump back to our document and use the Format Painter to copy the heading 2 formatting to this normal paragraph. So, selecting our heading 2 text, click the Format Painter button. And now, let's paint that formatting over to this paragraph. Now, at a quick glance, it looks the same, right? But look at the Styles pane. It didn't copy the style, only the changes to the font. The Format Painter in Word Online didn't even transfer the paragraph options either. Notice how the spacing before and after the style is different than the above style. That's a big difference from the desktop version when using the Format Painter. So, just as a bit of caution, when in Word Online, only use the Format Painter to transfer the most basic of text formatting. Now, the rest of your font formatting options, at least the ones that appear on the ribbon, are here in Word Online as well. You can use the same commands on the Home tab to change the appearance of text. You even have your clear formatting button in Word Online. What's missing from Word Online are all those advanced font commands that you get to from the font dialog box, the ones that control character spacing, kerning, and open type fonts. Those options aren't available in Word Online at this time. Just like with formatting font in Word Online, formatting paragraphs in Word Online isn't as feature-rich as the desktop version. You still have access to the most important options, indentation, paragraph and line spacing, etc. But the more advanced features, like mirroring indents or your line and page break options, those you won't be able to access in Word Online. To access the paragraph options that you do have in Word Online, most options are available from the ribbon. Just like in the desktop version, you can quickly add a bulleted or numbered list by clicking either one of these buttons. From here, you can also control line indents and paragraph alignment. What's new in Word Online, strangely enough, are these two buttons. With these, you can flip the text direction. All other paragraph commands available, you can quickly access those by clicking that same dialog box launcher button in the lower right-hand corner of the paragraph group. So, clicking that button, here are the full paragraph options available in Word Online. In a previous clip, I introduced the idea of styles. Let's review those. Styles, in its most basic form, are a set or collection of formatting instructions. Instructions for font, paragraph spacing, even pagination. But it can be a bit more than just that. Styles apply meaning to a paragraph. By applying a style, you are designating and describing that paragraph in relation to a document's hierarchy. For example, by applying the heading 1 style to a normal paragraph in Word, you are essentially stating that that paragraph describes the normal paragraphs that follow. So at its heart, styles control both the appearance of the paragraphs and their meaning within the document. Now, there are many advantages to using styles in Microsoft Word. In fact, formatting with styles are the preferred method for formatting long documents. In the most recent versions of Microsoft Word, the headings are collapsible. This is a fantastic feature for when you are writing or editing within a long document, for it allows you to quickly compare different sections. Styles can also be used to navigate a document. In the full desktop version of Word, in the navigation pane, if you have styles applied to a document, you can use those styles to quickly jump to a section of your document. But by far the best reason to use styles is to keep your document formatting consistent. Applying a style ensures that all paragraphs using that style look exactly the same. What's more, if you change your mind about how you'd like your document to look over time, you can quickly edit or modify a style, and Word will update all at once every instance of that style in your document. So yes, there are many advantages to using styles in Microsoft Word. Now, let's explore what we can do with styles in Word Online. In Word Online, here are the styles that are available to use. You have your basic paragraph styles. The normal style, which is applied to all text by default. In fact, most styles that follow are based on the normal style, meaning that these styles follow the normal style plus a few additional formatting options. In fact, if you change the normal style, many of these additional styles will update to reflect that first change. Beyond that normal style, you have a no spacing style, which is similar to the normal style except that it doesn't include extra spaces after each paragraph carriage return. Then we have a bunch of heading styles. In fact, there are more in Word Online than you have by default in the desktop version. Here you have 9. Then we have the rest of the standard styles, a title and subtitle style, and some text styles like emphasis, strong, and the like. There are also styles for quotations, references, a book title style, and a list paragraph. To apply any one of these styles, just select a paragraph or move your insertion point to the paragraph that you'd like to format, and then click or tap on a style from your styles gallery. And that's it. That is all you can do with styles in Word Online. Apply them. If you need to modify or update a style, then you'll have to open that style in the full version of Microsoft Word. Hyperlinks, in and of themselves, function exactly the same in Word Online as they do in the full desktop version. All you do is click on the link to jump to a web address, another place within the same document, or to send someone an email. To create a hyperlink in Word Online, navigate to the Insert tab, and in the Links group, click on Link. You can also use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl-K as well. Using either method, a link window will appear. From here, you can update or change the display text. That's the text that appears within the document. And then you can enter the full URL address. Or, if you want to link to an email address, simply type mail to, one word, followed by a colon, followed by the person's email address. Now, there is one type of hyperlink you cannot create in Word Online, and that is a link to another place within the same document. If you are looking to create a bookmark or cross-reference, that you will need to do in Microsoft Word. In this next section, we will be going over how to work with certain kinds of objects in Word Online, be it a table, a picture, or even a PDF. That's right, many people don't realize this, but you can now open a PDF in Word Online and convert that PDF into an editable file. I know, it's a golden age we live in. So let's jump right in, starting with tables. There are many reasons why you need or want to use a table in a Microsoft Word document, be it to display tabular data in a report or to just simplify formatting in your Word document. Whatever the reason, Word Online allows you to quickly create and format tables too, though you won't be seeing nearly as many options for creating those tables as you will in the desktop version. In fact, in Word Online, there is only one way to create a table, and it is this way. You go to the Insert tab, click on the Table button, and hover your mouse over the sample grid here to trace out the size table you would like in your document. When you have the size table you'd like, click, and then that size table will be inserted into your document wherever your insertion point was. From there, adding information to a table is identical to Microsoft Word. You can navigate table cells using your mouse, arrow keys, or tab keys. On the ribbon, you will also see a contextual tab appear with all of your table options. On the Design tab, you can quickly format your table by choosing from one of the many different pre-formatted table styles. You can also turn on or off various table style options, change colors, or even adjust individual cell shading. On the Layout tab, you'll find a variety of options for selecting parts of your table, inserting or deleting rows or columns in your table, and over to the right, you'll find an area where you can adjust the text alignment within the cells using these buttons in the alignment group. And finally, important for accessibility, to the far left, you'll find a button to enter and adjust the alt text of a table. And there you have it. Those are all of your options for inserting and formatting tables in Word Online. I'm going to be blunt and save you some time here. You are not going to like inserting pictures or clip art into Word Online. This is a feature that most definitely needs some work in order to make sense in a word processing program. Let me show you what I mean. So here we are back into our lorem ipsum document, just because it has a lot of random text. Now, typically, if we want to incorporate visuals or pictures into a Word document, we'd want to be able to adjust the flow of text around an image. And in Microsoft Word, there are many options to do so. Well, not so in Word Online. In fact, no matter the method you use for inserting a picture, be it from your computer or online source, of which our only options at this time are a Bing search, and let's say I search for ClipArt. So here are all of my Creative Commons options for images matching the keyword ClipArt. Now, if I select one of these images and insert it into my document, there it is. Now here is the real gotcha. On the Picture Tools Format tab, these are your only options for adjusting that image. You can apply a picture style, or you can grow or shrink your image. That means to make it bigger or smaller. Now, the most important feature necessary for working with images in a Word document is missing, and that is controlling how text flows around an image. For that, you will have to open this document in Microsoft Word. So, my advice to you is to save all of your picture laying out for when you have access to the full desktop version of Word. It will just make your life simpler. One really great, fabulous feature of Word Online is the ability to open and edit a PDF right from within Word Online. It is so great, I'm getting goosebumps talking about it. In fact, if you have a PDF in your OneDrive, when you open that PDF, it will open to Word Online. That way, a PDF reader is not required to open, view, or edit a PDF. Now for printing, on the other hand, that's a different story. To print a PDF, you will need a PDF reader. Now to edit a PDF, or rather convert a PDF into an editable format, simply open the PDF to Word Online and click the option Edit in Word. From here, Word will prompt you to convert the PDF. That will create a copy of the original file, so the original will not be affected by any of the changes you make here. Now, depending on the PDF, the conversion might take a little while. But once that conversion is complete, simply click Edit. And there you will have an editable Word document. Now, I should note that the conversion process, although it is good, it is not perfect. As such, it is important to carefully check your document to make sure everything converted as expected. Word Online gives you a fair amount of necessary page layout options that you can adjust on the go, be it page margins, page size, page orientation, line indentation or spacing, or even your page headers and footers. Though I will caution you now, at the time of this recording, adjusting headers and footers in Word Online is quite a different user experience than in Microsoft Word, so be sure you watch that clip. Let's get started. By default, a standard blank Word document you create will have what Microsoft calls normal margins. More specifically, you will have a 1-inch margin at the top, bottom, left, and right of your document. For the most part, that's all anyone really needs or wants. However, you can easily change that if you choose. Just go up to the Page Layout tab and click or tap on the Margins button. From there, you will see a set of predefined formats from which to choose. In addition to the normal style, there is Narrow, which sets all margins to 0.5 inches. Moderate, which gives the top and bottom margin a 1-inch margin and the sides a 0.75 margin. There's Wide, which gives the top and bottom the standard 1-inch margin and the sides a 2-inch margin. And the last preset here is the default that used to exist for all documents created with Office 2003, which gave the top and bottom a 1-inch margin and the sides a 1.25-inch margin. Now, if none of these presets is quite what you are looking for, you could always create your own custom margins. Choosing this last option will launch a window allowing you to granularly adjust each top, bottom, left, and right margin as you see fit. Changing the page orientation in Word Online is just as easy and fast as it is in Microsoft Word. Just go up to the Page Layout tab, click or tap on the Orientation button to expand the menu, and then switch your page's orientation from either portrait to landscape or landscape to portrait. Word will do all the hard stuff for you in terms of restructuring or reflowing your document text to fit the new orientation. It's that simple. In an earlier clip, we discussed how you can adjust line indentation and spacing from the Home tab paragraph group. Well, you can also access those same exact options from your Page Layout tab. And just as before, they function just the same. To adjust the left paragraph indent, just select or move your insertion point to the paragraph you'd like to adjust. Go up to the Page Layout tab and either click or tap on the arrows for the left paragraph indent or right paragraph indent. Or if you know the specific number of inches to indent by, you can type in that number here. In addition to paragraph indents, you can also adjust how much space appears before or after a paragraph. The spacing for this is typically measured in points, and by default, these arrows will adjust the spacing in increments of 6 points at a time. Likewise, just like the indentation, if you know a specific number, you can also type in that number in the box here. For any additional paragraph options, you can click the dialog box launcher in the lower right-hand corner of the paragraph group. If you don't see that specific option you'd like to adjust here, chances are it is a feature that is not available in Word Online at this time. Headers and footers allow you to repeat content at the top and bottom of pages. Headers and footers are a great place to put things like page numbers or a document name. In Word Online, now if you've been watching the clips in order up to this point, you've probably noticed that the look and feel of most Word Online features are very similar to that of Microsoft Word. Well, headers and footers look and feel quite different in Word Online. Let me show you what I mean. Here is what working inside a header looks like in Microsoft Word. When you open a header, the rest of the page grays out and the very top of the page opens up, allowing you to add content within the context of the page. And there are three sections to the footer and header: a left section, a center section, and a right section. Now jumping over to Word Online, here is what working inside a header looks like in Word Online. Just go to the View tab, click on Header and Footer, and yikes! I don't mean to judge, but that's kind of ugly, Microsoft. Functionally, however, the headers and footers are the same as in Microsoft Word. You have three sections: a left area, a center area, and a right area where you can place content. The difference is, at this time, the only content available in Word Online are the page numbers. So, navigating to the Insert tab, click on Page Numbers. This is where you can add to your headers and footers. For all other header and footer options, you can click the Option button in the header area and choose a different first page, different even and odd pages, different first, even, and odd pages, or even remove page number or all headers and footers from a document.